Grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. Tonight, we wrap a busy first week of the season with a second of two on a Monday night between the New Orleans Saints and the Arizona Cardinals. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Jet sweep to start the drive. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing is Wilson. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Tariq Carpenter just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was a strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
Smith will come in motion right. After the sack on 1st down, Wilson looking deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
This is going to be the matchup to watch out on the perimeter, and it won't be the last time these two go at it. Both of them believe they are the superior. In this case, the win goes to the defense.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. In motion right is Smith. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's got his receiver, Cooper. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone. This time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. It's out, it's loose, and the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line.
Let's face it, everybody at the start of a game has a mental image of how they expect it to go. Exactly as they scripted it offensively. Moving the ball well, seemingly in control. And that fumble, that's got to be a little bit deflating, don't you think?
Yeah, foiled the whole plan there, turned the ball over. So good field position for the Cardinals as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Following that fumble recovery, it's Murray. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. A quick throw caught out wide by Judy. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On play action, it's Murray. Open man is Anderson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Complete to Kelly. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. Throwing again, Murray. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I don't think either one of us is surprised about who they just targeted on that one. I mean, they're going to try and get to him as much as possible. Off to a nice start, but unable to haul that one in.
Yeah, already looked his way a couple of times on this opening drive. Can't connect there. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. And now out is the Cardinal field goal team here. This will be spotted at the 37, so it's a 47-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good, and the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They fumbled the last time they had the football. Fortunate that it only led to a field goal. 3-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And some room to maneuver. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has them up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. Touchdown, New Orleans. Well, plays like that make the O coordinator look like a genius, but I don't think he saw that play going that well.
No, I don't think so either. But, boy, it all worked out perfectly. They caught them in the right defense. Guys dropping off into coverage. Their eyes averted somewhere else. And guess what? He filled the void with his legs.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down. Murray now. Over the middle, complete. It's Kelly. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Now Murray off play action. He's going to air one out for Anderson. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Robbie Anderson, 59 yards. And the Cardinals are able to move back in front. Now the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On 2nd and 10, Wilson. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Wilson. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. That sack, it goes to Boye Mafe. Here comes the Saints punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. The football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
And nowhere to hide on that play.
No, there was not, because every exit door, that was surrounded. And I think that was supposed to be a bootleg, but he had no chance to get outside the pocket and try and make a play.
Play fake. Murray. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. It got his man. Complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. It's so easy to focus on the speed and elusiveness of Kyler Murray, but as he shows right there, don't sleep on the arm strength.
And you'd think on third down they'd just be looking for something right beyond the sticks, and I think they caught the defense flat-footed as a result, because they decided they were going to take a shot right there, and it ended up being a big play.
And you get a look at the final readout on air distance, according to Next Gen Stats. Extra point right down the middle, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And able to get this out to the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Now Wilson on 1st down. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
2nd and 10 now. Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Benson. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Wilson. And that's caught inside the 35. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Cardinals are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. And when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
After the turnover, here's Murray. And that nearly intercepted. Oh, the free safety roaming into position almost had it, but it's 2nd down. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
To throw is Murray. Found his target. It's Anderson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That third down conversion good for 23.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on third down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Play action. Now it's Murray. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
He's put up numbers in this one by pushing the envelope a bit whenever he could with deeper throws. But let's play a little philosophy here. Some plays it works. Sometimes they're ready for you. And that time, they were on guard. Incomplete.
The offense on third down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
On 4th down, on is Colby Wadman now to punt. Back deep to return is K.J. Hamler. Fair catch called for and taken just inside the 10-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the Plague did on the last one.
Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Benson. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Here comes the Saints punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Here's Williams to return. Yards on the return. But for a moment, looked like he had a shot to go all the way. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Murray going to throw. And this is caught inside the 5. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
But he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for...
And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Ronald Jones taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Cards are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fields this way up at the 17. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Smith will come in motion right. Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson airing it out deep for Smith. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it. And the Cards are in great shape here as they take over at the 46-yard line. Well, Charles, they're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got a man complete. Touchdown. A big play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Cardinals are able to add on to their first half lead.
All you hear from coaches and personnel directors in the NFL, how difficult it is for a rookie receiver to have an impact on the game. So much to learn, so much offense to absorb. Looks like he's picking it up pretty well.
I would say so. And how about that for your first career NFL touchdown?
I don't know that he envisioned it quite that way, but if he was smart, he probably dreamed about it a little bit.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. A short kick taken at the 18. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively off. And intercepted. Wilson's third of the game. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Cardinals are going to take possession of the football. Wow, a big mistake there. Late interception in this first half, and that could lead to a field goal try the other way.
Yeah, I think at this point you just have to say, let's take a knee and go into the half and regroup. Let's just talk it over a little bit. I wonder, partner, was the analytics coach in his head a little bit? Maybe go ahead and press it and try and get some points? While the old school coach probably would have said, take the knee, let's get out of here.
Now we could see points the other way here. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. A
Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
So we are at halftime here on a Monday night. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And we'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Oh, the Saints recovered it. New Orleans football. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From midfield now, here's Wilson. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson, open man, here's Benson. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
That's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And the Cardinals, they trot out their dime package for 3rd down. They'll send the tight end in motion. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Marco Wilson. And the Cards are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they had the big halftime lead. Their defense just helped them out further by forcing the turnover, so things are starting to look pretty rosy.
They certainly are, but they've got to be careful about getting complacent, though. They still need to go out and run their offense efficiently.
On 2nd and 11 now. Murray. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Quay Walker came through to make the sack. That time, it looked like he essentially just ran right into the pass rush.
Yeah, partner, I'm not much of an outdoorsman, but the fish jumped right into the net, didn't he? Because you've got to make sure that you're deep enough that you can get around the defensive end, have an angle there. But he couldn't do it because he actually cut that one off. Really nice play coming off the edge.
Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Jair Elam makes a pick, and the Saints are going to take possession of the football. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter, it would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. The slot man in motion right. After the interception, here's Wilson. Looking here for Smith downfield. And it's it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I'll give them credit winning that first snap and forcing an incompletion. They're hoping that'll deflate the offense a little bit if they took the field charged up after taking over after a turnover.
2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener. Now Wilson. And my goodness, another interception. And the Cardinals will take over here just shy of the 30. And I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
First down, Murray. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Cameron Jordan now with his 2nd sack here on opening night.
No question, that was needed by the defense because they're already trailing by a couple of scores. They had to get off the field without allowing another one. That sack on the first play, that may have derailed this drive.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Cardinals. Robbie Anderson with career touchdown number 70. And the Cardinals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized. Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wilson toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
To throw again is Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Okay, great.
Fourth down. Here's Wilson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. Then the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. On play action, it's Murray. This will be caught. Judy. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That one nearly 30 yards. 29 officially.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Throwing on first down is Murray. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Pretty secure lead, but what's the harm in adding another touchdown, right? At least that's what they were thinking on that snap. But if he wants to add more points, got to bring the throw down just a little bit and keep it in the end zone.
Now Murray off play action. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
With his height, that's exactly where you want to put it for him. But even that throw was a little tall to connect for the touchdown.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Now Murray again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, partner, given where that drive started, that's an excellent job defensively to force them into 4th down.
Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Murray sets to throw on 4th. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. A costly penalty there. A lineman got downfield, and for the moment, that cost him 6 points. Murray staying put for now. They'll go for it on 4th down. Back to throw again. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Saints will have the football back.
No surprise. They try to throw the ball on 4th down, but it gets batted down. They don't pick it up.
Well, a little football 101. When you're going toward that quarterback, you see he's going to start to throw. Get your hands up,
right? Get your hands up, affect the play, and then everyone get your hands up. When the ball gets to the receiver, moment of truth, knock it away.
Final minute now in the 3rd quarter. To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. The #1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry. Now Wilson. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Marco Wilson. And the Cards are going to take possession of the football. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all, and you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Kellen. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great effort there. Making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Cardinals are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Now the try here for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Play action. Now Wilson. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. So the holding call on the offense, so they go ahead and decline that one and take possession of the football on the INT. Slot man moves right. The drive will start with an option going left. And he is going to lose yardage here. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Off the option, it's Jones. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Play fake. Murray. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack.
A loss of 5. It's 4th down.
They're going for it. It's Murray. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson can't get away, and he's taken down. Alex Highsmith making a nice play and getting the sack.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and they will remain well behind.
I don't care who you are. 60 yards is a very ambitious attempt. Hard to make even in practice in the best of conditions. And now, worst of all, you give the other guys the ball to start their drive at midfield.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Here's Murray from midfield. He's got McBride here over the middle. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. Able to get this one to McBride. Down inside the 10. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Well, CD, simply put, if anyone around the league wasn't paying attention to them to start the season, they will be heading into Week 2. This has been an impressive Week 1 performance.
They've certainly announced that they are ready to go, haven't they? They wanted to send a message out to the rest of the league. You better put your eyes on us. We may be someone you have to reckon with.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. The throw right side taken in by the tight end Gray. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Here's Wilson. And my goodness, another interception. And the Cardinals are going to take over at their own 41. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense will very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll roll him out right. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, at this juncture, CD, you normally see teams back in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy. Now, he wasn't really big on that. He was big on going ahead and scoring. He's kind of reincarnated right here. We're watching it in front of us.
Play action. Now it's Murray. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Extra point attempt to come here. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Taken in at the 3.
And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed.
And now here's another interception.
Picked off by Marco Wilson.
Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything.
Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. Back to throw it. Murray. Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete. Well, let's face it, not a lot left for them to prove in this game, but they're still throwing the football. I guess, of course, CD, you could always get the backups some work. There's new plays to try out. But some people, let's face it, they just want to run the score up. It's fun.
I love the way that you expressed that because you gave plenty of reasons why people like to do things, but ultimately, they just like to keep their foot on the gas, and they just want to tromp on teams. And what I like to see...
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Point after try forthcoming. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The Cardinals setting out to kick this one away, and off we go. Taken in at the 3. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
This game, it was well in hand early, never really in doubt. Charles, you and I do so many games together. There's so much parity in the NFL, a lot of close battles. This was not one. Tip your cap to them for a really impressive effort.
Yeah, and as the game went on, I think the defense kind of got together and said, you see our guys on offense, they're just putting up point after point. We need to leave our mark somehow, too, and they did it, pitching a second-half shutout.
So for the Cardinals, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they'll have another home date next week as the LA Rams come to town. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys.
It's another one. We got another one. It's her. Who that? Big baby slide through in that drop top. Something about Benz looking cute. That's honest. Her and her friends, big drinks and snatch waist. Yeah, she brought the. Ain't no way somebody daddy ain't gonna give her the spins with her ends. Cause yeah, she did it. She did it again. A few more tracks and this time she brought friends. Big baby on her way up and showed the stairs to a man's. Now salute the general. Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro? Yes, it's the intro.
They don't know what they info. It be coming like this on the intro, what they here for. If they want the heat,